Welcome to episode 73 of the Falcon News Network.
We have a nice lineup of FNNs for you today, starting with What's Your Odd Talent by Jordan, Brooke, and Karen.
Do you have any odd talents?
Yes.
Do you have any odd talents?
Can put my foot over my head.
Go ahead.
Ready, guys?
Do you have any odd talents?
I can play the guitar behind my head.
Do you have any odd talents?
I can do a voice impression of Kermit the Frog.
It's our Kermit the Frog here. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here on the show. I've always wanted to be on the show. I love the show. I watch it every night on Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I watch every episode. I'm all caught up.
Do you have any odd talents?
Yes, I do.
What can you do?
I am able to ride a unicycle fairly well.
Okay, let's see.
My odd talent is I could grow facial hair at an alarming rate.
What are they feeding the kids these days? Next up, a look at school leadership from Caitlin and Bree.
Some interesting stuff going on with leadership.
Now we get a look at an inclusive playground by Emma.
The Okotoks Inclusive Playground was built a couple years ago, but its story is something truly special. After contacting one of 3 moms responsible for the park's creations, she sent me an email explaining how all of this happened or began in the first place. A few years ago, myself and 2 other moms of special needs children started a journey together that would change the lives of our town. All 3 of us have medically complex children with different disabilities. We also had other children that had no disability. We had the same problem. There was no playground in Okotoks that was designed to meet the needs of our disabled daughters, while allowing their siblings to also participate in play. Our kids couldn't play safely with their brothers and their sisters. They couldn't access the equipment of any playgrounds. They had to sit on the side and watch as their siblings played. That's when they came up with the idea of an inclusive playground. So these mothers then brought the idea to the mayor and the town council. They brought tears to the members' eyes by the stories and the pictures of their families. It got approved and began having meetings with Okotoks Park and Recreation Departments. According to one of the mothers, it was designed to be fully inclusive for not only children with physical disabilities, but with developmental sensory disabilities as well. This park has some great things: specific fencing to keep kids safe, bathrooms where it is safe to change the most complex of kids, and millions of tires are actually forged to make the ground of the playground. The best part of the design, however, was it was also designed for siblings, typically developing kids and even disabled adults, so that they could play with their kids on the playground. Another cool thing is I actually got to experience the joy of this park because my own twin sister has disabilities, such as low-functioning autism and cerebral palsy. As a kid, I've never been able to play with her on parks, but now I can. and I always enjoy when we go together. Since her mind is still kind of like a child, she always enjoys it. So that's why this park is important to me and other people in our community.
That's a cool playground.
Now we have Tales from the Film Class by Zach, Cooper, Scott, and Linnea.
I think the worst thing that ever happened to me on a film set was one time me and a couple friends were doing a piece on the Big Rock, the tourist attraction just outside of town, and everything went well. You know, like we got all the footage we needed, audio was fine. And then as we were coming back, my friend was giving me directions, and I missed a turn. So instead of like following through and finding a place to turn around like the average person would, I decided to crank the wheel right into a Dodge Charger and ripped off his back bumper.
So, the worst mistake I ever made. It's me and my two buddies, Zach and Cooper, and we're at Zach's house filming our first ever project for the FNN. And we're setting up, Cooper opens up the camera and he looks kind of confused. And he turns to me and he goes, "Hey Linnea, where's the SD card supposed to go in this camera?" And like, I know Cooper's capable, so I'm like, in the SD card slot. And I look at it and there is no SD card slot, it is a CF slot, which does not work with SD cards, it is 3 times bigger. And it's like 4:30 right now, so we're all a little bit mad about this, but we're gonna drive around to find a CF card. No tech stores in Okotoks had a CF card. And so it's like 6 p.m. now, we're hungry, we're a little bit mad that we didn't know about this before, and I'm like, hey, my mom has a camera, we'll go get that one. Put a pin in this, it's a Fujifilm camera, that's important. So we get back to Zach's house with the camera, and we pop the battery in, and we're like running a few practice takes, we're not even recording. Battery dies. And we're like, we have one battery left and not enough time to charge it until we have to go home anyways, and so we pop it in and we pray to God really quick, and we start recording. And 10 minutes into the recording, not even through the introduction of the piece, dies. And this had been over the course of 5 hours. It is now 11 p.m. and we've gotten no usable footage. I'm sweating in my polyester suit. Zach's comatose on the couch. Cooper's staring at me with homicidal rage in his eyes because he had to be home an hour ago. And we just pack up and we leave and we film it the next day, and we all despair, like, as in how painful this experience was, and I have learned from it.
So the most fun I had on set, I'd say pretty recently, we'd done the most recent Scott's Parkour, and I found that it was really fun because we did a lot of more practical stunts and effects with a bunch of actors. We had all kinds of stuff. It was quite ambitious, and it really didn't pan out the way we really should have because of a lot of scheduling issues. But other than that, it was so fun to do. It was a great experience, and we hope that we're able to do it again and make it more of what we wanted it to be than what it had turned out to be.
The most fun I've probably ever had on set is, so a while ago we did like a bit, it was called Papers. It was basically based off the hatred of customers when you work retail. And so we grabbed someone outside our film group to film it. And obviously humor is pretty subjective, but we found it so goddamn funny. Like, it was the funniest possible thing to us in that moment. Me and Keon were like sitting in the corner, like giggling the entire time. We could not stop. We ruined a take because I started like cackling midway through. I don't know why, just Cooper putting the rocks in the table like broke me every time. And when we finally actually managed to get a take, it was like 5 minutes to the end of Flex. We have like 0 time. We've done this FNN in a day because we just like need to get it out. And I remember we all jumped up and like screamed. I like jumped up and screamed and like ran around. I don't know why I was so happy. There was like no reason for it, but it was so frustrating to keep losing takes to like something that was so funny to us, and then nobody else found it funny in the film review, so it didn't.
Those are some neat stories.
Next up, Riddle Me This by Jordan, Karen, and Brooke.
A towel.
A towel. I don't know.
A towel.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom.
When it becomes a French fry. I don't know.
When it becomes a French fry.
When it becomes a French fry.
Very good.
This is like, whew.
I don't know, Monday? Monday.
Okay.
Field 28 chickens. How many didn't? I'm guessing 2 chickens didn't make it because the cows stepped on them.
10 chickens left.
Well, I'm not a math teacher, so
10 didn't.
10.
Yes.
I got one.
Those were some tricky riddles.
Now we have some meme ratings by Caitlin and Bree.
We have 6 memes, and you're gonna have to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay.
okay, got it.
Okay. Yeah, we got it. Here's the first one.
It's accurate, so I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
That's a solid 8 right there.
Okay.
Girls' pockets.
Guys' pockets. Girls' hands big.
I actually don't get it.
Because they're like super big.
Oh. I don't think this one's funny because it puts girls in a bad reputation.
This is very sexist.
I think, yeah. Next.
Next one.
Next meme.
1. You have to rate it.
Oh, 2.
Here's the next one.
Also pretty accurate, so I'll give it like a 6.
Okay.
That's a 6.
Okay, alright.
Oh, this is very like in with the teens.
Yeah, this is like grade 10 relationships. We're done with it. I give it a 1. It's not.
I'll give it a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give it like a 6, sure.
I'm giving that one a 9.
Again, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to pay before you get the tattoo, but I like this one because it's funny.
Yeah.
Funnier than the other ones. I give it a 3.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 3.
Okay. That was funnier than the meme.
Thanks.
Just because it's accurate, I'll give it like. Give it an 8.
That's a 10 out of 10.
Okay, I like this one because I have an Equinox and I pay $100 for gas every week.
I like this one because I go to Shell. So.
Yeah, I like this one 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that a 9. It deserves a 9.
That's a 7.
Oh, that's actually rough.
Yeah, this one's sad.
And
This
Riley
one,
is.
he's cute. Okay,
Don't come by my
I give this one a 9.
Yeah, I'll go 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, that's that awkward moment for sure. So we'll give that a 7. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 9.
Oh my god, this is funny because of the Oscars.
Yeah, okay.
When the person knows your name and you don't know theirs, I'd slap them across the face.
That's so.
10 out of 10. That's the best one.
That's the best one.
And finally, a look into journalism class by Scott, Zach, Cooper, and Linnea.
Journalism class, we run the website up here, and every week we're kind of responsible for writing, interviewing, kind of collecting information and publishing your own articles. Students get to kind of focus on what they would like to. We have different categories such as entertainment, athletics, like student culture, that sort of thing. Really, we just wanted a place where all people could kind of have an outlet to kind of celebrate themselves. Right now, we're looking for people who have special skills or talents that they would like to have showcased on the website. And we'll send one of our lovely ladies from the team out to interview you and get your spot up on the board.
A couple of things that we've started on is posting a couple articles to our website that we have up. A couple that you can find would be general music, school history, about the masks. We got Theme Thursday. You can look about all the hockey teams.
In our journalism website, we have an art gallery as well. And if anybody would like to submit their art, they can. You can submit it to my email, gracelynmchugh@gmail or at gm.fsd38.ap.ca. And I would love to hear about your art, any sort of art. If you are in a band or you write music or have anything to do with music or any sort of other passion, and it could even be something that is like motocross or hiking, whatever it is, I would love to hear from you and love to interview you.
This is my journalism crew. Outside of my classroom is our journalism board, which we have QR codes for right here. If you have a suggestion for an awesome article you think that we should cover, you can scan and suggest there. If you also want to be interviewed and featured in an article, add your suggestion there. And then our link to our website's there, so you can see all of our lovely, lovely featured articles or the art gallery or whatever it is you would like to see.
Thanks for watching episode 73 of the Falcon News Network, and have a Falcon good day.